It's late.
Really? It's bright outside.
I know, but it's late in my terms.
Yeah.
It's time for a nap.
Yeah. Well, you got plenty of room to nap right there.
Yeah. My seats go down.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this video, but it's like the process itself takes so long.
Yeah.
That I'd like want to see the end, but I dread the process.
Yeah.
Especially with the bumpers. That's like my worst enemy.
It's everybody's worst enemy.
Everything else is fine because that's easy stuff. Or not easy, but very doable. But the bumpers, it kills me. Especially the front.
M Sport?
Yeah, terrible. The rear, I can get it for the most part, but it's like crevices like these is where it starts to bubble.
Yeah.
I like how I just started the video, it didn't even say what I'm doing.
I think the title says it, doesn't it?
Yeah, the title says it all, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, this thing is it's not in the best condition as far as the outside goes, because you have mismatched rear bumper, but it is M Sport and it's new. And you have mismatched front bumper that's also not painted. Right now it just looks like poop, because yeah.
Yeah.
Also the hood had a lot of damage, so this was me prepping for the wrap. Obviously there's a lot of rock chips everywhere. I had to sand this down for like what, an hour or so, and this is the end result, I guess. It shouldn't show on the wrap. That was the whole idea, because it had so many rock chips that were like really deep. Mm-hmm. And if you know, like smooth it out, you'll see it, all those rock chips. So the plan was just to sand it down, wet sand, and then clay it. And now the last step is just to apply alcohol and wipe everything off, and then apply the new wrap. Mm-hmm. Everything else on the car is still not prepped. The reason why is because I drive this car, so I can't just take it apart completely and just brick it. So I have to do a panel at a time, or something like the roof, the hood, fenders, and then the doors.
It's kind of how you did the E90 when you had it green. It was in parts.
Yeah, so I have to do it in parts so I can still drive the car, so I don't have to drive the E90 or the E92, because the E92 doesn't even drive. This one drives, just smokes a little bit, but who cares? But as far as prep goes, fenders are okay, so we just have to clean them up. This door is good. Side skirts, one side is like completely scratched up, but I do have extra side skirts, so that would need to be fixed, or I just get the extra side skirts and just wrap those. We'll see.
I know, I'm just trying to block something real quick. There you go.
What are you blocking? If you saw the first video of the car, it had a huge dent right here. It's still kind of there, but for the most part it's gone. There is like small indentations of, fixing the dent, because I had a PDR guy come out and fix that. This can't be fixed. It's just I just need to put bond on it and then straighten it out. Besides that, the quarter, the only other thing is here. That also can't be fixed with PDR, so I had to bond to that. The roof seemed fine. I'm just gonna clay it. And also the roof is gonna be black, which, the basic color. Mm-hmm. I bought Vivint Amazon wrap for that.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Yep.
Usually gloss black scratches easily. If that's the case, I might have to go with the PPF black, but we'll try out the cheap version first.
Yeah.
And then the trunk spoiler, whatever this is, looks like it was painted before black, so you can see the silver. So I'm probably just gonna sand the edges down so you don't see the imperfections, and just wrap it black again. Yep. Obviously the sunroof, not the sunroof, antenna needs to be removed, and there's like caca in there, so all that caca needs to come out. The trunk is already wrapped, and that's because we tested the vinyl to make sure I can use it, because there's some vinyls that you can't use as far as your skill level, and I had to test it on a small area to make sure that I can actually wrap the car myself.
Yeah.
So very easy to work with, stretch is easy, and it looks good.
It's affordable?
It's not the cheapest, but it looks good. It looks really, really good, actually.
Yeah.
And I think the whole roll was like $600, but I got it for free.
No shame in your game, bro.
Yeah, no shame. Exactly. So thanks to Vinyl Frog for sponsoring the channel. They sent me the roll. They said test it out, see how you like it. So why not try it on this car, since this car is clapped ish.
Ish.
So yeah, I guess we can show him the color.
Ta-da!
It's orange.
Here it is.
This
Damn.
taxi.
That's vibrant.
Taxi. I forgot the actual name, but it's one of the brightest yellows that they have on their website.
It's rich. It doesn't even look the same in a camera.
It looks orangish, right?
No, on camera it looks actually more yellow than what it looks like here.
Huh.
And here is like almost like a tangerine yellow almost.
Yeah. But it doesn't look like a taxi yellow, because taxi yellow is like a dirty yellow.
Oh, this looks like a show car yellow.
The texture is really good. I like the fact that it doesn't have like crazy amount of orange peel, and it is really shiny. Obviously, it will have some shots of it after the car's outside in the sun, but when it's in direct light, it also looks really good.
Yeah.
And application-wise, like I said, it's easy to install. If you've done a wrap, or if you wrapped the car before, or once or twice before, it should be fairly simple. As far as applying it, I used like a squeegee with soapy water, make sure it doesn't scratch it, but it doesn't really get scratched easily either. So, just to Vinyl Frog.
Yes.
If you guys want to, wrap your own turd like mine, I'll leave all the links down below for their stuff, and actually this color as well, so you guys can find the color. I forgot the color. I'll look it up. I'll probably have it later down.
Just overlay it somewhere like right here.
Right here, somewhere. I forgot the color. Yeah, so I wanted to go with a banana theme, black and yellow. I don't know if banana has black. I don't think it has black.
Well,
Only
if
the
it's been sitting for a few days.
But only the tip usually has black.
Me likey.
But I think it'll look really good on this car. I have some wheels coming for the car. Tires, I have to buy those still. There's some stuff for the front. You probably saw earlier, but I
Yeah.
will talk about it later on.
Yeah.
The diffuser needs to be changed. This needs to be fixed because there's no piece there. Spacers, I might have to run spacers on the wheels that I got because they're not aggressive.
Yeah. Or somebody can just buy them.
No, I'm not talking about these. I'm talking about the ones that I got
Okay.
because they had limited
Limited
options.
availability.
And then also, I guess the obvious, the car got tinted.
It's fucking black.
Yeah, 5% all around. I mean,
50%.
yeah. I
Forgot
yes.
the zero. I can definitely
All
see
around.
through it. I can definitely see through it.
Yep, all around.
Even the front.
The windshield is
500%.
yes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Your freaking window is blacker than the black spoiler. That 50% is good.
Really good. If you guys want tint, I know a guy too.
Yeah.
Let me know. As far as the interior, the white leather will get changed to most likely black, but in a really cheap way.
Yeah.
Which I'll have a video as well. And then the mechanical stuff afterwards.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do all the exterior stuff and everything, interior, and then do mechanical, because the car still runs.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes weird duck noises.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure the people have seen the exhaust video.
It's just queefing for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's the inlets. I don't think they're installed properly. It makes a lot of weird noises. So let's get to it. Fucking mosquitoes.
What if you just trap a mosquito underneath the wrap? How would that look?
Sexy. I don't know. I did cut out a piece for the hood. I guess I'll just talk about it before I do the B-roll stuff. 'Cause most of everything else is gonna be the same. Toolkit, Amazon. I think it was like 30 bucks. Comes with everything, knife, all the trim tools, these, and then also I have soapy water with just water or soap.
Water with soap and soap with water.
Yeah, soapy water, aka the lubricant. So
Yeah.
you can glide through the wrap and don't scratch it. I used this one on the trunk, didn't scratch anything, so I'll leave the link down in the description for the
Toolkit.
toolkit. The wrap does have a protective film on it, and I took it off. I don't know, some people wrap with like the protective film on. I don't know, it's weird.
They do it because it allows you to squeegee the air bubbles out without scratching it.
Yeah, but I didn't really scratch the back, so
Yeah.
I guess we'll lay it out and then start on the hood, and then we'll just continue with our B-roll. Bro!
They're trying to suck the blood out of this car.
Alright, nice. Let me make sure I cut it correctly though. Bro, there's another one!
Bring on the fan. Yeah, there's one over here crawling too.
Alright. It's complete.
Looks sick. Just tape it on the sides and drive off.
Yeah, so this is like 5x5, which is what covers the hood, mostly. Alright.
You need a little bit here though. There.
How about there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got no room for mistakes though.
Good. You can always stretch a little bit. So in the process of taking off the seal, we cracked the windshield. But it's okay because the windshield was already cracked. So it would need to be replaced anyways.
That side's worse.
Yeah, that side is really bad. So the seal was just stuck in there. We had to just take it out one way. The roof is not perfect. It's not the way I wanted it
They
to come out.
can't tell.
Whatever. What I'm saying is it's not perfect. The seal right here around the sunroof area, you can see imperfections in some areas because I cut it like too short.
No, you
So-
seriously can't even tell on camera.
Yeah, you can't tell on camera obviously because it's not a, real eyes. But I'll just leave it on for now until I fix it, which will be later on, and I'll probably just rewrap it with PPF instead because this stuff scratches really easy. This is not Vinyl Frog, this is Vivint from Amazon. It was like $180 for, no, it was actually cheaper than that. It was like $120 for 25 feet. But came out okay. Fenders are done, the hood is done, the rear bumper is done. It looks really good. The only thing is I had one mess up in this area, so I had to overstretch it so you can see discoloration, but otherwise it's pretty good. So the rear end is almost done. We just need the sides, this side, the doors, door handles, which are gonna suck completely.
Are you gonna do those in black or are you gonna do them also in yellow?
They're gonna be in yellow, but they're gonna suck to do.
You don't think they'll look pretty good in black?
No, I don't think so.
What if we ask the people what they think?
Mirror caps, they're also, I'm gonna attempt to wrap them in yellow, but I might change it to carbon later on, we'll see. Or just black, because everything else is on the car is black, like as far as accents. So the next thing is the,
Gotta show off the hood. The hood looks dope.
yeah. Yeah. There's some imperfections, but you can't see it. It's all just dust particles. That's why there's water everywhere, because we have to literally spray water throughout the entire shop so it doesn't get as dusty. So, next step is going to be this beast, which is going to take a while, because there's a lot of angles and
A lot of hard corners.
yeah. So I have the piece that I cut for the rear bumper. I have this lower portion which fits on the front bumper. So instead of cutting a whole new piece for it, we're going to try to use that piece and see how we can wrap this. Did you actually record that fucking part?
Yes.
So we actually wrapped his car in BMW powered, BMW M powered or whatever,
Yeah.
black.
We left some air gaps, but that's okay.
Yeah. But it's easy to fix. It's like PPF, you just pull down like this. See, air gaps go away.
There's only one issue. You can't see while you drive, but that's all right.
Well, isn't that how tint works? You just wrap all around.
That's it. That's a wrap.
It's been what, like about a week and a half that
Yeah.
I've been attempting to wrap my car, since there's other cars here that need work. So yeah, it took about a week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks. Ever since that last video came out, I started the wrap.
Yeah.
Long process, but I think it's worth it.
Would you do it again?
I mean, it was the same process with the E90 because I had to drive the car. This car I didn't have to drive, but I just had other things going on.
Yeah.
So I would say I'd probably pay somebody to do it, but I'm also not in a position to pay people, unlike vehicle virals.
That's a government loan.
So the SBA didn't approve me for a wrap job, so here's that. That's why I didn't get anybody to wrap it, but I'd say the process is definitely time consuming, and I think as far as the time goes, the time outweighs the price for me. But as far as the product itself goes, I mean, it's really easy to install. It's really easy to work with. The quality, good quality for the price that you pay for. It's $600 for a full wrap, and it lasted me throughout the whole car. And that's with messing up one big panel, which was 6x5, which was the front, the hood. The whole entire hood, I messed it up because there was a lot of dust particles underneath. So I had to take it off, put it back on, and cut a new piece. And I still have probably, if I conserved it a little bit better, I probably would have had like 15 to 20 feet left, which leaves me enough if there's a oopsie with the fender or the trunk or something like that, I can still fix it.
True.
As far as other things, like the trim, the roof, and everything, that was wrapped in black.
Let's go ahead and just walk around the car so we can just show them everything then.
Yeah.
Here it is.
This.
Damn. Bro, it has a really nice contrast to it.
Does it look good on video though? That's the question.
Looks like a cartoon.
Because on video it looks different than in person, because in person it looks gold.
It definitely looks different in video.
Okay.
It looks like a brighter in video versus tangerine-ish yellow right here.
And if you put it in direct like LED light, it looks more like these rags.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's what it looks like on the video.
But on the video, these rags look even brighter, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they look even brighter, yeah.
So if you put it in direct light, it changes color to more of a brighter yellow. Here, in like person, it looks more of a tangerine-ish.
Yeah.
And I'm sure in the sun it looks way different as well. But we're not going to show you that just yet.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But as far as everything else, besides the yellow, the roof got wrapped in black, which I'm not really, I wouldn't say I'm like very satisfied with because of the fact that the seal right here doesn't come off unless you buy a new one. And I didn't feel like buying a new one just yet because it's kind of a bitch to install.
Yep.
It's double-sided tape, so you have to like clean all the tape around and then install the new seal after you wrap the car. So I just cut it, but I have junk hands, so you can see some imperfections here and there. For the most part, it's okay. Mirror caps, I attempted to wrap one in yellow, failed miserably, so I said, yeah, just paint them. So the shop next door painted those.
Raphael's.
They painted the antenna as well. I was just lazy. I didn't want to wrap that. Also, the OEM diffuser used to be gray, now it's black. This piece I'm missing on this car, so I have to get a new one, and then I'll paint it gloss black and then put it back on so it hides that ugly.
That's such a random piece. Why is that even there?
They could have just made it a one piece.
Just a one thing, yeah. I don't understand that.
But that's literally the only piece that's missing on the car as far as being either gloss black or yellow. So the roof is wrapped in gloss black. Not the best color, in my opinion, as far as wrap goes, because it scratches easily. Plus you can see a lot of orange peel. This is actually painted black because the roof spoiler was like in caca condition before.
Yeah.
And it had like a bunch of paint missing here and there, so I just had the whole entire thing painted again. And surprisingly, it matches the orange peel on the wrap and the roof.
Yeah, it's spot on. Hard to show because it's a lot of dust on the wrap right now, but it matches spot on.
Yeah. So the number one problem here in the shop is the dust. The dust is your number one enemy when it comes to wrapping. When you see a lot of these shops that are like professional shops, they're working in an environment that's like pretty much your inside of your house. They have like hardwood floors, whatever it is, to reduce the amount of dust that goes around the area. Which
Yeah, these freaking walls flake for whatever reason. I don't know, they shed.
here, everything just sheds. Everything sheds, and then we have a tunnel of air going through.
That might be it though. I think that because of our pavement's so bad, the dirt and the dust just gets blown from one side to the other side. And I think that's it.
The wrap didn't come out perfect in like every single panel. Some panels came out better than the others because there was some stuff trapped in there, but I can't really do anything about it. If I was to redo it, obviously I would do it in like a, Apple store,
Yeah.
but we don't have an Apple store here. So otherwise, I think the wrap came out pretty good. It sticks very well. It doesn't lift up unless you heat it up and everything like that. Like if you want it to lift up, I mean, when we were setting each panel, it was already sticking right away.
Yeah, it's very tacky. The air channels are very good, so it's very forgiving when you make mistakes.
I mean, even if you have like a giant bubble here, you can always press it out and it will be a smooth panel. Like all you have to do is just apply a little bit of heat and then just smoothen it down. And some of the wraps that we worked in the past,
It gets trapped.
they didn't really do that, and you will have like a giant bubble just sitting until you have to like pull the whole entire panel and then set it back down.
Yeah.
With this wrap, I noticed that you don't have to do that. You just smoothen it out, work it out, and then it'll just go away. Besides that, the only other thing, I guess, like I said previously, the windshield got cracked, so I had to replace the windshield. I had one of our friends come out. He replaced it with a new aftermarket, whatever, windshield. Looks 10 times better than the one that was on there, because previously there was a crack here, and then I made all the other hairline cracks everywhere else. Also, this trim is a different color, or not different color, different, I guess, finish, because I actually painted this. Because when I was attempting to wrap it, there was a lot of stuff in the gaskets, and every time I lay the wrap, there was just a bunch of dust coming out every single time. So I just decided to paint it for now. I'll probably do something else later on. These, we went from the OEM ugly ones. I mean, they're not ugly. They're
fresh.
They're fresh, but they are ugly because you see the orange in here. Went to full black LEDs. It's like $13 on Amazon or something. Really cheap, works fine. The only thing I didn't like is the mounting. This bracket's kind of short on these, so you have to like finagle it to get it in there. Also the grills, I stole those from my E90.
And performance.
Yep, those are off of the E90 because I did have Amazon ones on here, and I was driving one day and then I came to the shop and one of them was missing.
Yep.
Amazon. Perfect. This bumper took me about God knows how long.
Yeah.
About a day of work. There was a lot of overlaying. It was not fun.
Yeah.
And then the last piece is the front lip. Front lip is from eBay. It apparently fits an M3 bumper, M-Tech bumper, and I don't know what else, but I think it's a pretty good quality, and it's probably the best looking front lip for an M-Tech or M-Sport front bumper.
It's clean.
Which the only downside is they don't make a carbon one.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make a carbon one.
Yeah.
Maybe. Besides that, everything else is done. The only last finishing touch is going to be the wheels. which we have here.
Sweet.
Yeah, our official sponsor for the wheels. Had to go with Conse's, because why not? I mean, the E90 has them.
Yeah.
They look great. This one, we're gonna go with a different style, but we're not gonna show you guys this video, because that will be on the next video, where we fix all the kinks and quirks of the exterior slash exhaust slash maybe fix the duct noise. So we're not gonna show you the full car out in the sun yet, because those wheels look like absolute shit.
Yep.
So next video I'll have all the wheels on and fix everything and then show you guys the full result. So which would be in 2 days. No
2
promise.
days?
No
Damn.
promises.
Yeah, because that's gonna be broken.
No promises. 2 days. 2 days, max 3 days. We'll show you the full result of the car.
Bet.
And